Hello everyone, I am M. Madhulata working as an assistant professor MBA department for DNR College, Bhimavaram. In this video, I want to discuss about the concept pricing of services in the paper services marketing. So all of you know about the importance of pricing. So depending upon the price of the service only, the customer decides either he buy the service or not. So the firms has to be take care about that, and there are so many strategies for pricing of services. In this video we cover all those things. What makes pricing of services more difficult than pricing of goods? So when we compare services and goods, pricing of goods are easy than when we compared with the pricing of services, because goods are similar for all the customers, but services are different from one customer to another customer. For that reason, pricing is difficult for services when we compare to the pricing of goods. For example, why are some services priced higher than other? So all the services are not in a same price. So they are different from one to another. So all these things we learn in this particular video. Three key ways service prices are different for customers. So these three key ways are customer knowledge of service prices, and the second one is the role of non-monetary costs, and the third one is price as an indicator of service quality. These three key ways that service prices are different for consumers. So first we discuss about the customer knowledge of service prices. So these are the elements included in this particular way. First one, service variability limits knowledge. So the service is different from one customer to another customer. According to the requirement and need, the services will be consumed by the customers. So for that reason, they does not have a complete knowledge how the prices will be fixed for the services. Next, providers are unwilling to estimate prices. At the same time, providers also unwilling to estimate prices, because according to the demand of the consumer, they have to be provide the services to the customers. So according to the services, what extent they are providing to the customers, then only they can fix the prices. For that reason, providers are unwilling to estimate prices. Next, individual customer needs vary. So the need from one customer to another customer will be changes. So that changes will be main reason for the differentiation in service prices. Next, collection of price information is overwhelming in services. So collection of price information is also overwhelming. So for that reason also, there is no that much of knowledge of service prices to the customer. Next one, prices are not visible. So in services, it is not visible about the prices. According to the services they are acquiring from the company, finally they fix the prices. So it is the one way that are different for consumers about the prices of services. Next, the role of non-monetary costs. So those are time costs. So according to the time, the cost will be depends. Next, search cost. So whatever may be the services we want to utilize, so we search for those types of services. Again, for every minute we count some price value. It is also another cost. Next, convenience cost, and then psychological cost. All this comes under the non-monetary cost. It is also another key way that service prices are different for consumer. And the third key way is price as an indicator of service quality. So most of the consumer psychology feels that high price means that product or service has a high quality. Low price means it is a low quality one. So the psychology of the customer will be relates like that generally in society. For that reason it becomes that price as an indicator of service quality. So these are the key ways: consumer knowledge of service prices, the role of non-monetary costs, and the price as an indicator of service quality. So they are different for consumers. Next, approaches to pricing services. So these are the three approaches for the pricing of services: cost-based pricing, competition-based pricing, demand-based pricing. So how the pricing was fixed for the services means they can utilize any one of the approach for that, or they have to be utilized combination of these approaches. First one, cost-based pricing. So how much cost we are spending for the services, according to that cost when we can fix the price for a service, it is called as the cost based pricing. So this is the formula how can we fix the price in this particular approach. Price equal to direct cost plus overhead cost plus profit margin. So direct cost means for producing a output, how many number of inputs we are utilizing directly, all those comes under the direct cost. Overhead cost means indirect cost, it means rents for the buildings or leases, or salaries for the employees in the administration. All this comes under the overhead cost plus profit margin. Whatever may be the profit we want to acquire from our work, we add that profit margin. When we can add these three things, then the company can find out the what is the price for that particular service. Why may this be difficult for services? It is very easy for goods but something different for the services, because overhead cost, profit margin, direct cost will be changes according to the consumer. So every time we have to be calculate them, and finally we need to fix the price for that. Next one, competition based pricing. It means when when the price was fixed by depending upon the competitors in the market, it will be called as a competition based pricing. Examples include banks and other financial institutions. According to the interest rates fixed by the other banks, maybe some X bank will fix their interest rates or some other aspects like that. According to the competitors, when they can fixing the pricing for the services, we can call it is the competition based pricing. And the another approach is demand based pricing. So according to the demand in the market, so when the prices will be fixed, it is called as the demand based pricing. So what customers will pay for the service. So what extent the customers has to be paid, what are their willingness. When we collect all that information, after that when we try to place the price for the services, usually based on some criteria of value. So how much value we are providing in the services, and how that value will be calculated by the customers, and according to the psychology of the customer, finally we try to fix the price for that product. When the price was fixed by depending upon the demand, it is called as the demand based pricing. So these are the three approaches: either the cost based pricing, competition based pricing, or the demand based pricing. Next one, three basic marketing price structures and challenges associated with their use for services. Already we discussed about these three things: competition based, cost based, and demand based. Here we find out the challenges. So when we want to utilize these approaches, the company has to be face these challenges. According to the challenges, the company try to overcome these challenges. So in which approach they have a capacity to overcome those challenges, finally they try to utilize that type of approach to fix the price for the services. First we discuss about the challenges of cost based pricing. Cost difficult to trace. So when we want to use the cost based pricing, first we have to be calculate how much cost was happening for that particular service. When we can do any mistake in that, ultimately either we get some loss or sometimes customers get some loss. So we need not make that mistake. It is the one of the challenge. Next, labor is more difficult to price than materials. So it is easy to price materials, but it is difficult to price labor according to the skills, talents, knowledge. So we cannot estimate them and we cannot calculate with that price. So according to their work, we need to frame the price. So it is also another difficult aspect. Next, cost may not equal the value that customers perceive the services are worth. So we are feeling in one way, customers feel in another way. So we are satisfied by whatever may be the services we are providing, but customers maybe sometimes they does not feel we does not get the proper value according to the investing money. So at that time the customers get the dissatisfaction. It is also another problem. So we have to be find out the psychology of the customer, how much extent that customer is getting satisfaction. uh, we have to be find out all these things, and finally we find out the what is the cost, and according to that we have to be fix the price for the services. So when the company use the cost based pricing, they have to be find out these challenges. Next, demand based challenges. Monetary price must be adjusted to reflect the value of non monetary costs. So we need to balance both these aspects, monetary price and the non monetary costs. When they cannot balance them, maybe some types of problems will be arises. Next, information on service cost is less available to customers, hence price may not be a central factor. So customers are not very clear about the services. So according to the poor knowledge of the customers, we need not to frame that price may be a central factor. It is also another element. So when we want to use the demand based pricing method, we need to overcome these challenges. Next one, competition based approach. So in this method, the challenges the company has to be faced was small firms may charge too little to be viable. So small firms try to charge more because big firms has a more reserves and they have a more capacity. So to beat out the competition in the market, so they can reduce the profit margin to keep their customer in their hands. But that type of attitude of the large firms will affect the small firms. So they can fix some more charges when we compare with the large firms. So we have to be observe this. Next one, heterogeneity of services limits comparability. So another one is prices may not reflect customer value. So prices not always reflect the customer value. And the reason heterogeneity of services also limits comparability. So there is no homogeneity. It means all the customers are not getting the same type of services. So that services are different from one to another. So the prices are also different. So when there is a comparison, ultimately they feel bad because they does not have that much of knowledge in the area of differences in the services. So these are the few challenges generally faced by the company when they can use the competition based approach. So they have to be overcome these challenges. So these are the challenges associated with the approaches. Next, 4 customer definitions of value. So according to the value, the prices has to be fixed for the services. So these will be called as a pricing strategies linked with the values of customers. So there are different types of customers in the market. So these are the four different types of definitions given by the four types of customers in the market. Value is low price. It is the one of the definition given by few of the customers. And the other group given value is everything I want in a service. And the other one is value is all that I get for all that I give. And last one, value is the quality I get for the price I pay. So the psychology of the customers are different from one to another. So some people feel in one way, some people feel in another way. So these are the four important definitions for the price, how they can value that. So first one is value is low price. So the people who are price sensitive ones, they feel value is low price. If they reduce the price for the services, then the type of customers feel I get so much of value because they are price sensitive customers. Next, value is everything I want in a service. So they want everything in a service. So it is like a value for these types of customers. Value is all that I get for all that I give. So whatever maybe I am paying for the company, in return I have to be get that much of value. So they compare these two things, these types of customers. Next, value is the quality I get for the price I pay. So these customers give the importance for the quality. So when they satisfied with the quality, they feel I acquired that value for my money. So if they does not satisfied with the quality, they feel there is no value for my money. So like that, the definitions are existed from the market. Pricing strategies when the customer defines value as low price. So according to the previous elements, there are pricing strategies. So these are the different types of strategies. The people who feel value is low price. So there are four types of pricing strategies: discounting pricing, odd pricing, synchro pricing, penetration pricing. So first one is discounting pricing. So discounting pricing means they provide some discounts in the prices. So when they reduce the prices by providing discounts, customers get happy and they feel the services are acquiring with low prices and their purchasing will be starts. So to improve the purchases or to improve the sales, sometimes companies offer this discounting prices. So the people who are with price sensitive nature, so those people utilize this option. It is the discounting pricing. Next one, odd pricing. Odd pricing means uh, it is like a psychological pricing. They fix the prices in a odd numbers. For example, one product price is 999 rupees. It means almost it is 1000 rupees, but it sounds like a 900. It will be sounds in a hundred, so it is possible to attract the customers. So it is the another type of technique utilized in this particular value is low price definition. So another strategy is synchro pricing. So synchro marketing is when there is an irregular demand for a product or service. Companies find a way to deal with the inconsistent demand in four simple ways. One way is to keep high prices during the season. So it is the synchro pricing applied in the synchro marketing. Next one, penetration pricing. Penetration pricing is a strategy used by the firm who wishes to enter a new market and gain a high market share through selling at a low price. The aim of penetration pricing is to attract a loyal customer base through offering the most competitive price in the market and undercutting rivals and well-known brands. So when this type of strategy utilizing, it is called as the penetration pricing. So these are the four strategies in the first definition: discounting, odd pricing, synchro pricing, and penetration pricing. And next pricing strategies related with the another definition: value is everything. Pricing strategies when the customer defines value as everything wanted in a service. In this, there are two types of strategies: prestige pricing and the skimming pricing. So prestige pricing means the people feel pricing is everything, or pricing is like a prestige for them. If they buy the high priced product, they feel very proud. So we are only the persons, or we are only the people buying this type of product. So they can value the product by the price only. So they feel it is like a prestige for them. It is like a prestige pricing. Another one is skimming pricing. It is opposite one to the penetration pricing. In skimming pricing means a pricing strategy wherein the firm set high price for the product at its introduction stage so as to receive maximum profit. Penetration pricing means it introduces with the low prices. Skimming pricing means it introduces with the high prices. So the people who wants the prestige products or high priced products, they can easily attracted for this type of strategy. And the other definition is pricing strategies when the customer defines value as quality for the price paid. So the people who are defining value in this way, they can utilize these types of strategies: value pricing, market segmentation pricing. Value-based pricing is a strategy of setting prices primarily based on a consumer's perceived value of a product or service. Value pricing is customer-focused pricing, meaning companies base their pricing on how much the customer believes a product is worth. It is the one of the strategies. Second one is market segmentation. So segmentation means we are dividing the people who have a similar or common qualities in the customers. So in this pricing, the utilize the concept of segmentation. So they divide the customers into different groups, and according to that groups they fix the prices. So this is the strategy. It is the one of the strategy utilized for this particular definition. These are the two strategies generally they used in this definition. Value is the quality I get for the service I pay. Value pricing and market segmentation pricing. And last definition, pricing strategies when the customer defines value as all that is received for all that is given. So value, all that I get for all that I give. First one, price framing. Second one, price bundling. Third one, complementary pricing. And fourth one, results based pricing. So price framing is about what your customer is likely to compare your product or service to when they are decided what is an acceptable price to pay. People like to compare or measure new things against similar existing things that they already understand. For example, if contacts you about a new book he is marketing, you might think about the last time you shopped in a bookstore or an Amazon and use that as your guide to what you think this book should be worth. Let's say 25 rupees. If Geo has then says the new book is priced at 100 rupees, you will immediately think it's overpriced and you now become a difficult prospect for him to convert. That's because you, as the potential customer, have framed this product against existing knowledge. Framing is not always a negative thing. If you are happy to compete head to head with your direct competitors, then framing means your customer already knows what to expect, so you don't have to spend time positioning your product or service. But if you are looking for a high profit margin, greater sales volume, or lower marketing cost, then framing will work against you. So how can you deal with framing with your own customers? It is like reframe your product or service, reframe the market, reframe yourself, like that. So it is the price framing strategy. Next, price bundling. It means they some of the products bundled and fix one price for that bundling products. So huge number of products we are buying by bundling, ultimately the price will be decreased. For example, Johnson and Johnson, so powders, creams, lotion packed in one package, so they fix one price. When we can buy them separately, we have to be pay some extra money. When we can buy them in a bundle way, so the price will be reduces. When the price will be fixed like that, we can call it is the price bundling. Next one, complementary price. So complementary pricing is the pricing of one product at the optimum level regardless of cost or profit considerations, so that the demand for another product which is used with it will increase and so maximize the profits from both products together. So it is the one of the strategy. And last one, results based pricing. Results based pricing is when prices of a product are based on perceived value and not costs. Businesses must understand where customers are seeing the value in their products and adjust the pricing to align with that value. Result based pricing is a fundamental shift in how to think about pricing. By structuring our pricing based on the actual value of a product as well as the customer's perceptions of that value, we are better able to create a pricing strategy that justifies how your company monetizes. It is about the results based pricing. So these are the strategies generally used by the company for the last definition: price framing, price bundling, complementary pricing, and results based pricing. So these are the different types of strategies generally used for the pricing of services. According to the definitions by the customers, the strategies will be divided into 4 ways. So value is low price, one of the definition. In this there are 4 strategies: discounting, odd pricing, synchro pricing, penetration pricing. Another definition, value is everything I want in a service. So here the strategies used by the company was prestige pricing, skimming pricing. Another definition, value is all that I get for all that I give. So here the strategies used by the company is price framing, price bundling, complementary pricing, results based pricing. And last definition, value is the quality I get for the price I pay. Here the strategies are value pricing, market segmentation, pricing. So in this way the pricing of services was happened. So it is difficult task when we compared with the goods. So when we can understand the customers and when we place the prices for the services, ultimately it reaches to the customers, and with our prices we try to satisfy the customers. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.